For nearly 10 years, I maintained a private dam that protected Crystal Lake Estates. Although the structure sat on my property, every lake house depended on it. I never imagined that one major storm would change everything. Days of heavy rain weakened part of the dam's retaining wall. To protect every property around the lake, I hired emergency contractors immediately. The repairs couldn't wait another day. The emergency repairs took nearly a week to complete. Engineers confirmed the lake was safe again, and the homes around the shoreline were protected. The final bill totaled $63,500. Since every homeowner benefited from the emergency work, I submitted the repair invoice to the HOA board. I expected a fair discussion. Instead, I received a brief letter refusing to pay anything. Karen insisted the dam was my personal responsibility, despite the fact that the lake served the entire community. She refused to even review the engineering reports. I quietly collected every document and left the meeting. The next morning, I met with the engineering company to review every repair in detail. Their report clearly stated the emergency work had protected every lakefront home from possible flooding. The evidence couldn't have been clearer. The engineers explained that if repairs had been delayed another 24 hours, the retaining wall could have suffered major structural damage. Fortunately, the emergency work prevented a much larger disaster. I saved every report for my records. I sent the complete engineering report and invoice to every HOA board member by certified mail. Days passed without a single response. Their silence spoke louder than any rejection letter. Instead of answering my requests, the HOA's attorney sent another letter denying responsibility. They claimed the dam only benefited my property. That statement ignored the obvious reality of the lake itself. My attorney carefully reviewed every property deed surrounding the lake. Several easement agreements referenced shared access to the water and marina. Those documents completely changed the legal discussion. One document caught our attention immediately. The HOA's lake access depended on a private marina located entirely on my land. Without permission to use that entrance, reaching the docks would become much more difficult. We contacted the county to verify every recorded agreement before taking another step. Officials confirmed the documents matched their records exactly. Accuracy mattered more than emotion. After receiving legal advice, I temporarily secured the private marina entrance while the dispute remained unresolved. Clear signs explained that access will resume according to the applicable agreements and legal process. Everything was documented. The following morning, several homeowners arrived expecting to use a marina. They stopped to read the posted notices explaining the temporary access restriction. Most quietly called the HOA for answers. Karen arrived visibly upset and demanded that I unlock the gate immediately. I calmly handed her copies of the easement documents and engineering reports. She refused to take them. Marine deputies arrived shortly afterward to keep the situation peaceful. After reviewing the paperwork, they confirmed the disagreement was a civil property matter. Everyone remained calm while the legal process continued. News of the dispute spread quickly throughout Crystal Lake Estates. Many homeowners were surprised to learn that the marina entrance stood on privately owned land. Several began asking the HOA board difficult questions. Within days, the HOA scheduled a special meeting to address the growing concerns. This time, nearly every homeowner attended. The atmosphere was serious but respectful. My attorney explained how the emergency repairs had protected every lakefront property. He also outlined the recorded easement agreements governing marina access. For the first time, everyone heard the complete story. As the meeting ended, many residents thanked me for protecting the lake and sharing the facts openly. The HOA board agreed to continue discussions through legal counsel. It was the first real step toward resolving the dispute. A week later, mediation began with attorneys representing both sides. Instead of arguing emotionally, we focused on engineering reports, maintenance records, and the written property agreements. For the first time, the conversation centered on facts rather than assumptions. The engineers presented photographs showing how the emergency repairs had stabilized the dam before further damage could occur. Maintenance logs confirmed every step had been completed professionally. No one questioned the quality of the work. Several homeowners spoke about how the lake had remained safe throughout the storm. They acknowledged that the repairs benefited everyone who lived along the shoreline. Their comments changed the tone of the meeting. The mediator encouraged both parties to compare the repair costs with the long-term value of protecting the community. It became clear that preventing major damage had saved far more than the emergency repairs had cost. Everyone quietly reviewed the numbers. Following a short break, the HOA board agreed to continue negotiations instead of prolonging the dispute. Both legal teams began drafting a practical solution. Progress finally replaced conflict. A revised maintenance agreement was prepared to clearly define future responsibilities. It included regular inspection, scheduled maintenance, and shared communication between property owners. Everyone appreciated the added clarity. With the agreement nearly complete, Ryan reopened the marina entrance according to the updated arrangements. Homeowners once again enjoyed easy access to the lake. The atmosphere around Crystal Lake Estates immediately became more relaxed. The HOA arranged reimbursement for the agreed portion of the emergency repair costs. While it didn't erase the disagreement, it reflected a willingness to resolve the matter responsibly. Both sides honored the signed agreement. Months later, the dam passed another professional inspection with excellent results. Engineers praised the quality of the earlier emergency repairs. Crystal Lake remained safe and stable. Residents gathered for a community lakeside picnic to celebrate another peaceful summer season. Children played near the shoreline while boats filled the lake. The tension that once divided the neighborhood had finally faded. Watching the sunset from the dock, I realized that protecting property also meant protecting relationships. Clear communication,